Hello, my Flosstube friends. I am making a video, or I made a video today, and I need to put this at the beginning of it because I was thinking I wasn't going to post it. When I made the video, it was really hot. Actually, it's just really humid. And so I had the fan going. And you can hear the fan so bad in the people who wear earphones, people who wear earphones or have sensory things, it would annoy them to listen to the video. But I don't want to make it again because I have to get all the stuff back out, put it all back away. I had already put everything away because I was going to edit. I went to go rewatch the video so I could edit and put the before pictures in. And that's when I realized the sound of the fan is awful. So instead of just not making a video for September, I'm going to post this one. And I completely understand if you don't want to watch it. You could even just maybe turn the sound off and watch it and not listen to it. So, because I'm not remaking it. It was hard making it. And I was exhausted afterwards. So I am just going to post it. And I am so sorry for the fan noise. Lesson learned. Okay. Here's the crappy video. Hi Flosstube. I am Amy. I love toads and cross stitch. Today is September the 26th, 2024. I was gonna come to you on the 24th. Couldn't get up the nerve. I was gonna come to you yesterday. Couldn't get up the nerve. So I'm gonna try this today. My boys are outside working on Jonah's truck, my son's truck. So if they come in, I'll have to stop this. And this, of course, is going to be broken up because it always is. Okay, so I have some finishes. No fully finishes, I don't believe. Oh, well, one, but it's really just a finish. Okay, finishes, whips, lots of starts. I didn't mean to start a bunch of stuff, but I did. I've got my market haul, which isn't a lot. I think that is it. Oh, and I have a winner for the coffee pattern, which I'm going to have to put in the winner in a little while. Like I said, it's going to be broken up. Okay, so I finished, one of my finishes was my monarch. I want to stitch a bunch of these and put them on the roof of my bus. And let me see which one's my finish. This is my finish. They all look the same really, but that's the one I just finished. So I need to start another one. And here are my 3 that I have done. Done, a lot to go, but they're fun and easy to do. And this is from Mill Hill, and everything is provided in the little kit you get. Okay, my second finish is, where are my glasses? I'm gonna need my glasses for some of this. Hold on. Mr. Von Varenbat. Yep, he is by Blackberry Lane Designs. He is a needle minder. So you stitch the front, you stitch the back, you put it together, you put magnets in it, and then you close it up and his little belly becomes a needle minder. And I finished him, and I'm gonna need help completely finishing him. My girlfriend Becky is going to help me I started doing the little outline around him. So here he is. Let me see if I can get his little butt in the picture. There we go. So here he is finished. I have the fan on because I am hot. Let's see. There's his front. And you can see I started stitching the little outline. It called for a back stitch around him, and I started doing that. And then there's the back of him. Look at that little bat butt. So I'm excited to get him done, but I'm gonna need a little help because I only read the instructions once. I probably needed to read it again, and then I need my girlfriend Becky to read it because I don't know, it's just a little confusing. Okay, my third finish is the one I was stitching with Lisa. Am I doing this right? Yes. It's Simplicity by Cottage Garden Samplings. I took that house out and stuck a toad there, and then I left off 1, 2, 3. I think I left off 3 of the daisies because I just wanted it to be simple. Simplicity, right? I stitched this on Vintage Country Mocha, 40 count. Oh, and also the word simplicity, I changed it to brown, and it was called for black, and I changed it to brown. And there she is, all done. Calling it a finish. I love the little toad sitting there. I got that toad. It's actually a bullfrog, I'm calling it a toad, from a cross stitch leaflet. And I think it was called like 101 or 100 Frogs and Toads. So I did not make that pattern up. I got it from another leaflet. So that is done. 3 finishes. And I think I have 3 new starts, so which are gonna need some explaining to do. Okay, my first start, and I can't pronounce this very well. This design is by Cozy Egg, and I will link her below. It is called Death's Head Planchet. I will have to put a picture in of what it looks like because I didn't print the cover picture off. I'm stitching this on a color and cotton 40 count called Cottage Stone, and I am stitching this one with my friend April Taylor. We're stitching this together because I've just wanted to stitch this for a couple years, and it's the season of spooky Halloween, and she agreed to stitch it with me. So there it is. Love the color of this fabric. Really, April sent me a picture of her fabric, and I really love her fabric, what she's stitching it on, but I'm too far into the process to switch out my fabric. Hers is more of a dark, it looks like wood, where mine sort of looks like stone. So that is a start. April also has little boards you can put those on. Oh, so cute. Okay, let's see, where's all this going in my basket? Okay, this one, oh my goodness, y'all. This one is a new start. I put my finishes and my new starts on top, I believe. No, one of my new starts is down below. It's fine. Okay, so this one is called Inspired by Nature by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And I have 2 pieces of fabric. So I have a dark fabric and a light fabric. And I sewed them together just on my sewing machine, just sewed them together, and it didn't work out. So I had to rip them back apart. Let me put it up closer. So it's bugs and deer and a grasshopper and an atlas moth and a beehive and trees. It's really cute. So here's what I did. I had sewed these 2 pieces together and I started stitching the top. And I could tell, the fan is blowing my stove. I could tell that it was crooked as a dog's leg. And you can tell too. So I'll try to put it on my, see how crooked that is? So I went ahead and ripped, like I unstitched the dark fabric from the light fabric. And then I did a running stitch across. And like, look, you can tell that that is much wider than that. But I already had this stitched. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep working on this. And then when it comes time to sew them back together, the dark and the light, I'm just gonna do it very slowly by hand and follow this running stitch that I made. Here is the other section. So the light section. Let's see if I can hold this up. I'm gonna take my needle minder off because it's kind of heavy. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Let's see. So it will go like that. One day, someday, when I get the nerve to stitch those together, or I get the time, because I am so busy with projects right now. I'm so busy. I'm in the middle of making 2 quilts for Christmas for my brother, actually for my nephews, for my brother to give my nephews. If you remember, my sister-in-law passed away last year, and my brother gave me a lot of her clothes, so I'm taking her clothes and turning them into quilts for her sons, my nephews. So I'm working on that, and I just made a quilt for Asher for his first birthday, and I will put a picture of that in. Oh, I could do it right now. I'll put a picture in of Asher's quilt that I made him. And that took a year. Like, I didn't just whip that out. That was a lot of piecing, and yeah, that was a lot of work. This is a purchase. So I'll show you that again in a minute, because this is one of my purchases. But look, it's got frogs and spiders and bats and snakes, all my favorite little things. Okay, I got sidetracked. Let's put that aside so I can show that again later. So anyway, that is one of my starts, Inspired by Nature. And we'll figure out the piecing of it later. So now some whips, because I don't know where my other new start is. It's in the pile somewhere. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. See, I have a lot of explaining to do. So, humming of the bees. I've been working on this. It is Sampler September, or September Sampler Soiree, which I am doing Sampler September because I don't think any of mine are actual reproductions. This one was, that I already finished, but the ones that I'm stitching right now, none of them are actual reproductions. So anyway, I'm doing Humming of the Bees. I took out the alphabet and put in a verse from Jailer. My brain is trying to put words together, or flip words. James Taylor. My brick house is finished. That was my goal this time, was to get the whole brick house finished. It is done. The mortar is done. And I think I finished stitching that bird. I don't think I had that bird before. This fabric is called Fawn, and I think it's a 36 count, and I will put in before pictures also. Here it is. I'll pull back in a minute. My dad and my brother and my grandfather and my uncle, they were all brick masons, so I want to stitch all the brick houses. Pull it back, and you can see, I'll put it kind of over my face. The little birds on top of the chimneys are done, and that other bird, yeah, and it'll go on this wall. And this is my dad's old level that he used when he built our house. And I'll still work on this until it's done. I try to work on my samplers on Tuesdays because I used to be in a Zoom group with a bunch of girls, and we were working on samplers, and we always Zoomed on Tuesdays. So I just think of Tuesdays as being my sampler day. And that was with Cozy Egg too. And Becky Socks for Mom, and Hollis Hands Creates, and I miss those girls. Okay, so my other one, my next one, and I need to put a picture in. Did I tell you what this was? Yeah, Fawn 36. Okay, my next one is attached to my Humming of the Bees, and it is Zombie Frog by Raven. I always forget the name. Raven something. I will put it, I will try to link this pattern below. She's got a lot of zombies, so I think I want to do the zombie raccoon and the zombie octopus. So cute. So I've reached, this is almost the bottom. I think I have like 3 more stitches right here because it makes a circle. So once I reach the bottom, I may cut these apart. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough room to get this framed and this framed, you know, before I cut them apart. So, okay, let me pull back and I will put in a before. So yeah, Zombie Frog and Humming of the Bees are together. Hey, Mija. I know, you can't get up here right now, baby. I'm sorry. I have our little stairs. The stairs that my husband built, some stairs so they could get on the couch, and I moved them over so she can't get up. Okay, this one I don't think I have any work on this one, but I did start the book. So I'll put a picture in. This is the Fungi book Sal, and I am waiting on Krynic, which I hear that I'm going to be waiting a very long time for my Krynic because I don't even have that piece with me. It's still in the it's still in my sewing room. Anyway, here's most of the pages. I have 2 more pages in my sewing room that are not complete because I'm waiting on Krynic, and I think I heard Rainbow Gallery is taking over Krynic, and so it's going to be a little while before I can get my Krynic. I heard, but it's okay. We'll just wait. Anyway, I put most of the cover together. I didn't put in my little middle part, so it's not folded yet. Like, it doesn't stay folded yet. It stays like this. But I wanted to show you that I got a little bit of the outside of the book done. So cute. That's the back. That's the front. That's the inside. So. And this is going to be a while because, I mean, I guess I could start working on the other pages, and I might do that at starting like the end of October, but I need to get those quilts done, so we'll see. A lot of things have to be on the back burner right now. Okay, this one, oh my goodness, y'all. I was supposed to start this with my girls, and I did. So my StitchCon girls, minus Becky, and Leah Noel's sister. I'm trying to think of her name. Sheila? I think her name was Sheila. They didn't start this, but everybody else did. So Candace, Colette, and Leah Noel and I started this frog pattern together. Right? It's out of Animals Welcome. We even all picked out like fabric while we were at StitchCon. Everybody changed their fabric when they got home, except me. And I started this twice and still am not, yeah. So I started at the top, which was a mistake because there is a white flower right there. Hold on, let me get, that's the copy of it. There is a white flower right there. Can you see that white flower? Yeah, that was the wrong place to start. Because I couldn't see my stitches, I couldn't figure out where I was. It was awful. And then I think I started on the frog's foot. So I'm like trying to figure out what the middle is. I don't even know what's up and down on this. So look, y'all, that's my start. It's like, what, 6 stitches? Not even? I had a big fail there. So I need to get on this because my other girls have all already, you know, Colette has the whole frog done already. Whatever. It'll be fine. So yeah. And I can't remember what this fabric is. What is this fabric? Did I write it down? Yes, I did. Okay. This is Grace Notes. It is a 36 count and it's called Evan. And I did get this at StitchCon. It is really pretty. Let me fold it in half. It's like a gray blue with white clouding. Yeah. So that is my fail of a start, but that will happen later. Okay. My next one, I'm stitching with Leah Noel. We started this, oh, I don't even know, Leah. When did we start this? Like 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 4 years ago? I don't remember. Okay. It is called Arc of White. It's by Tempting Tangles. And I'm stitching it on Vintage Wood Smoke by Lakeside Linen, and it's a 36 count. So this is what it looks like. I changed everything except the spider web. The spider web, okay, it's a poem from Emily Dickinson. It's like one little paragraph of the poem. And it's about a spider spinning her, or sewing her web at night. And I changed like all the leaf colors. I'm changing these words down here because I just want the spider web to shine. And let's see, here is where I am at, and I will pull it back in a minute. So my spider web is not done yet. I still have, let's see, I still have like the little curly cues all up in here to do. And then I have these words to do from the poem. And then I'm going to put a spider on it that I got from a craft show. And then it'll be done. So it is almost done. This was my Whipco call for, what are we in, September? Yeah, this was my Whipco call for September. So I worked on it a lot. Did I pull it back so y'all could see? I don't know where I was. I mostly worked on the web, like taking out long stitches and putting in back stitches on the web is what I mostly worked on when I worked on it last. So I feel like this can get done either the next time I work on it or the next 2 times I work on it. I feel like it's almost to a finish. And I will link Leah underneath in the description box so you can go look at hers. Okay, this was a new start. This was my 3rd or 4th new start. I don't know. I started a lot of stuff. I'm trying not to start stuff, and I started a lot of stuff. This was also one of my market purchases. I'm trying to get the cover page out. Oh, it's a book. Okay. Let me see what fabric this is. Where are my glasses? This is Be Stitch Me Bedrock 36 count. And this was one of my market purchases. I was just in a Halloween mood, and I've been reading morbid curiosity books. I was reading a book on graveyards, and so this just put me in a graveyard Halloween mood, and I had to get it. And it's called Halloween Eve in the Cemetery. It's by Twin Peak Primitives, and it's adorable, and I love it. It's adorable. And I'm gonna put it on my bookshelf with all my morbid books. I feel like I need to stitch that one called Got the Morbs from Modern Folk Embroidery. I need to stitch that one too. Maybe do it tiny and put it up with this. As I'm not trying to start things. Okay, so that's one of my purchases also. This one, I love this one. Love this one so much. This is called Painted Flowers. It's by Shakespeare's Peddler. And I don't think I quite got the middle flower finished, but I worked on the middle flower a lot, and it looks so good. This is on an Ada called, let me think. What's it called? I can't remember. I have it written down in there. I think I got this Ada from StitchCon also. Isn't it good? Okay, so I'm gonna put it over here so I can put in a before. Let me see if I have it written down what my fabric is. Oh, yeah, there was the card. It's by Atomic Ranch, and it's called Esmeralda. That's a pretty good, it's got some green spots there with it, and it's like a dark, almost black blue, almost black. It's beautiful. And I love stitching on that one. Okay, sampler, September, and I took a trip to go get my sister-in-law's clothes from my brother. And they live in Williamsburg, which is an hour away from me. And it's also down there where Liberty Hill is, the Needleworks shop, Liberty Hill. So I went there. So I went to my brother's, visited it with him for a couple hours. Miha's trying to get up here. Come here, BB. And then I went to Liberty Hill and stitched with the girls there because it was I purposely went on a Wednesday so I could go stitch with the girls on Wednesday because they have like a stitch night on Wednesday. Actually, they have a stitch day, like you can stitch all day long. So I went, and I hope I get to do that again soon. I didn't drive to DC that week, so I wasn't exhausted from the DC trip. If you're new here, I drive to DC to keep my grandson once a week, which is 2 hours away, the other direction. So not going there, I got to go there. So I took this, all that to say, I took this sampler with me to Liberty Hill and stitched on this there with the girls. It's At Home by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle. And I absolutely love everything about this. Well, the colors, you know, I love muted colors, that brick house, the saying, the deer, the trees. I just love it. So I'm stitching this. I think this is a vintage country mocha, and I think that's what it was called for. It is, and I'm doing it on a 40 count. A Vincomo. Okay, let's see here. And this, okay, I'm gonna hold it up like this, and then I will pull it back. And I had to stitch a little bit of that border twice because I had a mistake in it. Had to rip it out. So like, I had to here, I had to rip this out and then stitch all this again. And I know I've put in the tree, I've put in the fence because I want to get to that house and I want to get to all the grass. You know, I need to start working on grass and house while I'm working on the border. So I'll pull it back and you can see where I was. And I think I started this with Cozy Egg, Michelle, for, I don't know if it was her birthday, but she was starting this and I was like, oh, yep, I've got to start that. So, yep. No house yet, but I'm excited about this. And I think I'm going to, every time I go to Liberty Hill to stitch, I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to take this one to the retreat. I'm going on a retreat with Becky and Jean. Is that next week or the next week? We're going down to Myrtle Beach to Barefoot Needle Art, and I'll take this too and I'll stitch on this, even though it's 40 count. We'll see. I'll bring a light. And Liberty Hill, they have lights set up, so you don't even have to bring your light. There's like little lights and magnifiers, and it's really nice. So, okay. Next, I pulled out this one for a little while, maybe one night, 2 nights. Got a little bit of it done. It is by Lindy Stitches. It's called Shining or Shiny. I don't know. Shiny fish. Shining fish. My fabric is Atomic Ranch Lestrange, and it's a 16 count Aida, because when it's dark I need Aida because my old eyes just cannot handle, oh, did I even show y'all the picture? My dark eyes can't handle linen. So that's it. And I changed the color of my fish. I'll read it to you. I have daughters and I have sons. When one of them lays a hand on my shoulder, shining fish turns subtly in the sea. And it's a poem by somebody. I don't know who. She's says in here. Robert Bly. Let's see. You can't see that very well, can you? So I'll hold it up close and then I'll pull it back. I think I stitched the word daughters and maybe 2.5 fish. Be on, you know, I have more fabric there. My dog is so confused. She wants to come up on the couch so bad, but I think she's scared because I have a bunch of stuff sitting here and the stairs are like pushed over. I'm almost done, Pumpkin. Almost done. Okay. Stockings. We stitched stockings on Sunday, Colette and I and other people. And I'm stitching on Hannah's stocking, who is my son's partner. This is a dimensions kit and I'm using everything in the kit. I did change her name to a brown. Just working my way down. I'll pull back in a minute. Trying to backstitch as I go. There's not a lot of backstitch. So I'll pull it back. Sarah does. Okay. Is this my last one? I think this might be last. Oh no, I have my full coverage too. Okay, this one I pulled out on Friday for Festive Friday. That was made up by Janet Jabber. And I am working in like all this background right here. I'm trying to get this background done before I come back down onto the reindeer because that background's got to get done so you will be able to see. So I'm gonna hold it here. And then I'll pull back and you can see a lot of the background that I got done. And I'm using everything in the kit, the floss, the fabric, and Luca S. This is a Luca S kit and they gifted me this kit to try out and I absolutely love it. And there is like 2 more kits or 3 more kits that I want of theirs, but I won't let myself buy them until I get close to finishing this one. I mean, like I'm at the bottom. And then I will purchase those kits. Okay, my full coverage. I've only been working on my 8 of Pentacles by Stephanie Law, charted by Heaven and Earth. I took it out. I have it in my frame, but I took it out of the frame for a little while and I took a picture of it out of the frame and I will put that here so you can see the top of it. Coffee. I took it out so I could work on the other side. It's in my Kay's Creation lap stand. I 2-hand stitch when I work on this one. I stab and poke when I work on everything else. So I came, like I'm down to here, almost down to here on this side, and I wanted to start bringing this side like down. Probably gonna come down to maybe here and be finished with it. It goes really far. It's a regular size, it's not a mini, so it's pretty big, and I cut off a lot. Of it. Because really, I like the tree branch with the faces, and I like the colors of the background, but I really like the spider and the web. I want to do a whole spider wall. So somebody has told me that this is a spider from Australia called a redback. Okay, let me see what we got now. Oh, I got my purchases. Let's see. And I have a gift. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to pause and go get that gift because it's amazing. Hold on. Okay, so I made a market purchase from Lindy Stitches, and one of the patterns was the cemetery one. Halloween Eve in the Cemetery by Twin Peaks. The one that I already started. And then the other one, let me take it out of plastic. It's by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. I'm telling you, I was in a Halloween mood. And it's called Spooky Mansion. I love that. With the bats. And the cool house, the moon, everything. I also like the one from Beth Twist. She's got like a spooky, creepy house that I want to stitch one day, and I can put these two together. So that's really all I got from Market, but I did get this pattern when I got my Market purchases, and it's because it had bats and spiders and moths. It's called Spooky Autumn Smalls by The Blue Flower. So this was already out, but I had been wanting it, so I went ahead and got it because look at the bat and then a little spider Biscornu, and I love the moth, and he's cute too, the raccoon with the pumpkins. The whole thing is cute. It really is. So I got that too. So that was my Market purchases. Get it back in the bag. And then my bag from when I went to Liberty Hill. And I don't know who this bag is made by, but they had a bunch of bags there. And I saw the frogs first. And look, wait. They're eating little flies. And then these bats and these spiders. And I love a snake. So, yeah, I had to get that. So that's all my purchases for this month, September. Oh, I was supposed to start this too. Let me just show you this. I was supposed to start this. I have fabric picked out and everything. Did I start it? No. You know why? Because I'm starting too much. This Marjorie made. Oh my God, I love her so much. I will link her down below. She and another one that I love watching. Who is it? Wild Woman or Wild Girl, Wild Woman Crafts, Wild Girl Crafts. No, is that her? I don't know. Somebody else that I watch regularly. They were starting this. And I've had this and want to start it because moths. I even had my fabric picked out. Like, look, they have my fabric picked out. I did not start it because I was starting too much. So hopefully, maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, it's in my bag with my Inspired by Nature that I started instead. Okay. Barbara messaged me on Instagram and said she made something for my grandson, and I love it so much. And we've already read it. He stayed with me last week before. He turned one, y'all. Life update. My grandson is 1. How did that happen, right? And the birthday party was here. And then he stayed with us for 3 days. So, she made a bug book. look at all the bugs. I love it. I love all these bugs. Like, so cute. It's got a frog, a spider, grasshoppers, Luna moths, and crickets, ants. I don't so much like ants. Ladybugs, praying mantis, bumblebees, and look at all. There's a monarch. I think the only one I don't like in here is ants, but yeah, so we read these. It was so cute. Thank you so much, Barbara. But she sent me a thing of patterns too. And this pattern right here, I have been wanting, but haven't bought yet. And so now I have it. It's called the Peace Band Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. But she gave me like all these other patterns too. I already have this one, so that will be a giveaway one day. Look, like a Teresa Kogut with a giant brick house. So yes, thank you, Barbara, so much, so much, so much. I just love this little book so much. It's over on our little bookshelf with all his books. So sweet. Okay, I am going to stop the video and draw for the coffee pattern I was giving away with the little spoon. So I will be right back. Okay, I did the random picker thing, and Karen Budnick won the coffee pattern. Coffee first with the little spoon. I'm sending it. I'm putting my email in the description box. Write that down, email. And just email me with your address, Karen. I'm not going to comment under your comment yet, but I will if I don't hear from you in a little while. I'm going to give it a couple weeks because I'm writing your name down because of bots, spam stuff. But I'll give you a while to watch this and see that you won, and then email me. And if I don't hear from you in a couple weeks, then I will put a little note under your comment. I'm sorry this went so quickly. I mean, I rushed through it really quickly, but my boys are outside and I was scared they were going to come in. I also have an appointment in a few hours, and I just want to eat lunch before I go do that. I'm having my 5th sleep study. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not breathing when I sleep. So yeah, number 5, sleep study tonight. I will be going on a retreat in October. I'm so excited with my girlfriend Becky. And then I will come see you all the end of October, near Halloween. Oh, and Natalie's coming the end of Halloween, or the end of October. So, okay guys, I love you so much. You will see me